The young man's name was Michael. He was a talented, aspiring pianist who had recently started playing live music at a local cafe. But Michael had a unique trait. He wasn't blind, but everyone believed he was. He could play the role of a blind pianist with remarkable skill. It was at the cafe that he met Emily, a charming young woman. They quickly grew close, meeting several times and discovering a mutual affection. One day, Emily invited Michael to her home. He met her parents and played the piano for them, leaving them impressed with his talent. As he was leaving, Emily's father asked him to come the next evening at 7. "Let's surprise my wife for her birthday. You can play the piano," he suggested. Michael agreed and arrived at the house at the appointed time. But it was Emily's mother who opened the door, explaining that her husband was not home. Michael hesitated. "But he invited me," he began, only to notice a neighbor peeking out from her door, watching them. Despite this, Emily's mother welcomed Michael inside. Michael sat at the piano and began to play, his fingers moving gracefully over the keys. But out of the corner of his eye, he noticed something. A pair of feet sticking out from behind a corner. Black shoes, motionless. His heart raced, but he maintained his composure, continuing his performance while pretending to be blind. After a while, Michael politely asked, "Excuse me, may I use the restroom?" The woman guided him there. As he walked past a closet, he briefly saw a man with a gun hiding inside. Fear gripped him, but he hid his reaction, entered the restroom for a few seconds, and then returned. He resumed playing the piano, but his senses remained alert. He watched as the woman and the unknown man dragged a body into a suitcase, cleaned up bloody rags, and carried the suitcase outside. Michael's hands trembled, but he maintained the melody, never breaking character. He acted as though he saw nothing. After a while, the woman approached him. "You can head home now. Our father will contact you when he arrives," she said. Michael nodded and left, his heart pounding. He hurried home, thoughts racing through his mind. That night he couldn't sleep. He knew he had to report what he saw. The next morning he went to the police station. But as he began to explain the incident, he saw the man with the gun, now dressed in a police uniform, working there. Panic washed over him. I lost my cat?" Michael stammered, making up an excuse. The officers dismissed his concern, and Michael quickly left, his chest tight with fear. He was now entangled in something dark. Later that evening, while Michael was alone in his apartment, he suddenly heard his door quietly open. The gunman stepped inside, scanning the room. Michael saw him but continued to pretend he was blind, fumbling around as though unaware. The man observed Michael, then muttered, "He really is blind," and left. Michael let out a sigh of relief but knew his life was in danger. He spent the night staring out his window, unable to sleep. By dawn, he had made a decision. He had to leave the city, far from this terror, and start a new life somewhere safe.